Welcome to my first video on how to set up your Etsy shop. It's so exciting. I have just literally finished setting up mine and I've recorded the whole thing, so I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. There's going to be a series of videos on this sort of Etsy tutorial series, if you like. And we're going to be looking today at the very first step, which is opening up your shop. So it's going to be things like registering your basic details and your information. We're going to be looking at how to verify your identity, which is something now that Etsy requires from all sellers, just to keep spam away and things like that. So it's a really good idea. We're going to be adding our very first listing. So in order to open your Etsy shop, you need to add a listing on there. So we're going to do that together. And then just things like entering your billing information, what it all means. So I'm literally, like I said, I'm going to do it with you. So open up your computer. This is no time like the present. Let's start your Etsy shop and play and pause me. So as you go along, you can do it with me. So you're not alone. I will talk you through and explain every step. There's like a timeline that we follow on Etsy to get to the opening of the shop stage. So we're going to go through each one of those. Really simple. I'm going to do it with you. Don't be afraid. It's cool. So yeah, if you have any problems whatsoever, you can comment on this video. You can let me know of what issues you're having and I will respond to you personally and help you out. If you want to leave a link to your new Etsy shop once you have got it online, please do. Feel free to do that in the comments and I can have a look and give you any feedback. But hopefully it all makes sense. The next video we're going to do is going to be looking at things like adding your logo, adding your banner, your shop banner, your business name, strapline, shop announcement, all things like that. And then we're going to look subsequently at things like adding listings in more detail and all the things to do with running an Etsy shop day to day. So make sure you're following me if you're not already. Subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you can be alerted when I upload a new video. But yeah, this is exactly what we're doing today, opening up our Etsy shop. So let's get started. Grab a notepad or open it up on your screen and we'll do it together. So best of luck. I'm sure you'll be absolutely fine. And let me know how you get on. Okay, so you want to open up Etsy.com and it brings up the home page here. So I already have got an Etsy account, but under Vintage Tree. So we're going to do this as a brand new shop under Her Handmade Hustle. So we're going to go where it says sign in, click there, and I'm going to press register. Now you can fill in your email address, obviously your first name, make yourself a password, or if you are like on Google, like I am all the time, I'm just going to do continue with Google, or you can do it with Facebook as well, or Apple. But I'm just going to sign in with Google because it's easier. Obviously I've got 2 accounts here, so I'm going to choose Her Handmade Hustle, and hopefully it should just sign me in. I press continue, and I have never been on Etsy before as Her Handmade Hustle, so I'm hoping that this will be a really good example to show you how to start a shop from scratch. So you can see here, we've got a button saying your account, it's got my name, it's got everything here, and it's also got a tab, as you can see, that says sell on Etsy. So that's where we want to be. We're going to be registering today as a seller and setting up our shop. So you want to click on that, sell on Etsy, and get started. So it brings up this page here, which is like a welcome page. Now I've just had a read through it. It's all changed since I started on selling on Etsy, which was nearly 15 years ago now. And I've just noticed it says here that you now have to pay a one-time setup fee of £14. I think that's excluding VAT. Yep, it says down there. So yeah, we'll pay it, get ourselves online. You should make that money back, no problem whatsoever. But you know, they say that it's there to help invest in support for new sellers and security checks. So let's do it. Click let's do this, and it asks you what brings you to Etsy. So I've got here, I have a business. I want to sell online for the first time, which is probably what a lot of you will be selecting. I want to expand my online business by selling on Etsy too, or I'm starting to sell the first time ever. I'm going to put, I want to expand my online business by selling on Etsy too. Actually, no, I'm going to put, I have a business. I want to sell online for the first time because it's a new business. It's not Vintage Tree, it's completely different. So I'm going to put next. Is there anything you would like help with? So you can choose as many topics as you want. It's up to you, whatever you choose here. Obviously, I'm familiar with a lot of these, but just for the sake of this video, I am going to say that I would like some help on, I don't know, let's say selling online, getting discovered in search, that's always a good one. Maybe understanding finances and fees, that might be useful for you. I'm going to click marketing to new audiences. Okay, next. Oh, now it's time for the fun part. Okay, so we're going to start your shop. So you want to click this one here and off we go. Right, so the first screen that you're going to see is this one here about your shop preferences. So you can see a timeline across the shop here. Again, it's all changed since I last did it, just because, yeah, it's so much more detailed now, which is better because I'm hoping that you won't have to add all that information later on as you go down the line. So shop preferences, here you want to fill in your language, which is English. For us, the shop country, United Kingdom, you've obviously got a choice of loads, and also the currency that your shop is going to be in. And then you want to press save and continue down here. So the next page is name your shop. So again, this isn't set in stone if you're not sure 100% what you want to call it yet. I'd go just with your business name, keep it simple. Don't try and go for anything fancy, because if people are going to try and find you online, you want to make sure that they know where they're looking and who they're looking for. So I'm just going to put mine here as Her Handmade Hustle. Let's hope that nobody has stolen my name. So it says between 4 and 20 characters and no special characters. Oh, spaces or letters. Oops. So take that out. So I'm just going to back it up like that. Okay, hallelujah, the name's available. So save and continue. Next one is stock your shop. Okay, so this is where we're going to put some of our, well, all of our products are going to go in here, but this looks like that it's going to just get you to put in one listing to start you off. So I have got some ready to go, which I will come to shortly. We'll have a quick flick down. So it's going to ask us for the category, whether it's a physical item or a digital file. Mine will all be digital that I'll be doing, but I will show you the physical items as well. Who made it, what it is, and when you made it as well. So I'm doing this live, so I don't know what it's going to say as I type stuff in. So we'll go for it, see what happens. So the first listing you're going to put on, there are a lot more options and details to put in, so I can't see them on here, which is the only thing, but I'm guessing maybe it's just making you put something for now and then you revisit it later on. So the first thing I'm going to put on, obviously I do these digital prints now for female workspaces, so I know that they are digital prints. So if I put that in, there should just be a category for that. So we've got a choice here, we can see, and you just choose the one basically that is going to suit your product the best. There's quite a few here depending on what it is. So for this one, mine suits this one best, which is digital prints is the main category, art and collectibles, prints and digital prints. So I'll click on that. And then it's asking me what type of item it is. It a physical item, so that's something that you are making and posting out to somebody, or a digital file, which is obviously what mine is, which buyers are going to download once they have paid. You just click on here, who made it, I did, or if somebody else, if you're lucky enough to have any employees, I never have been really, apart from my mum and dad at some point, and then you could click on a member of my shop, but I always put I did, and what is it, finished product, and when was it made. So I made it here between 2020 and 2024. And how is this digital content created? So it's created by me, which now they have this option with an AI generator, which is really interesting, which never was around when I first started. So created by me. You can add a production partner here, so someone who physically helps you produce your items, who's not part of your Etsy shop. That doesn't apply to me. It may for you, it may not. But I'm going to press save and continue. Oh yes, it does tell you to add more details here. So we're going to actually add a list in here, and I've got one ready to go, so I'm just going to go for it. I'll show you exactly how you do it. You can see down the side all the sort of elements that make up filling out this listing form. And once you've done one, you know what, it's not too bad, honestly. You can actually use a template that you've got for that one, for other ones as well, and just change it accordingly. But it might look a little bit scary, like there's a lot to it, but honestly, it's not too bad at all. So we're going to fill that in, and I'll show you exactly how I do it. Right, okay, so this is where we're going to add more of our details. Now it does say here, fill out what you can for now, you'll be able to edit this later. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to put in what I can, what I've got ready. I might go back and change it, but it'll just give you an idea of what kind of stuff you can put in these boxes. I'm also going to be sort of going into it in more detail on a later video as well, where I'll show you about specifically putting listings on and how to do it properly. But for now, let's fill it in. So we've got the title. So here we've got include keywords that buyers would use to search this item. So I've got a document down here where I have got my title and all my information ready. So I'm just going to copy that and I'm going to pop it in here. Now you can see you've got a character limit. So it was difficult because a lot of these words that I've used in my title, they're keywords that I've researched, and I know on Etsy that they have high search volume, but there's relatively low competition, which is what you're looking for when you're putting Etsy listings on, because there's no point in using words that everybody's using, even if it does describe your product, because you might not get found. So it's kind of finding that sweet spot between what's popular, what people are looking for, and sort of like a niche as well. So for me, these words, funny office print, motivational poster, a girl boss, entrepreneur wall art, downloadable print, they all came up as terms that were of a high search volume but a low competition. So how did I find that out? Well, that's all done through a program that I use, which I pay for. I'm going to go into that in more detail in a later video as well. So that's something that I can help you with if you want to. So here we've got add photos and videos. So you can add up to 10 photos and 1 video. I recommend that you do add a video, as it says here. Listings with videos get twice as many orders as listings with just photos. So I'm going to add my pictures here. I thought I had them ready. I don't. So I'm just going to click on some files, which you might not be able to see, but I'm just selecting them now. And I'm going to put all of the photos in that I've done. So you can see them appearing. This one is just for the Boss Lady print in black and white. I do have different colours available, but I'm going to list them separately. With digital items, it's a bit different. You can't have lots of variations, but I'll show you that shortly. So here you get to choose your primary picture. So I don't want this one as a primary picture. I want something that's going to stand out. So either this one or this one. I think I'll go with that. So you literally just click on it and drag it across. And you can reorder your pictures as well. So then I quite like this one second. This one third maybe, and then I like to show my images in situ, like in an office, what they would look like, give the customer context. It's really important if you can do that on your photography. Again, something else I'll be talking about later on down the line. This one here is a video, so if you click on it, I have recorded a video ready. I'm going to upload it now. There are certain rules with videos. It's just got to be up to 15 seconds. I think that's all. Anything more than that, they'll just cut it off at 15 seconds. So it's best if you can keep it to under that. You can just record them on your phone with your product. So that's in there as well. As we go down, you can see there's a thumbnail box, which you can, it's basically just a smaller image of your main photo. You can adjust it if you want by clicking on it. You can zoom in a little bit. I recommend, have it a little bit bigger, just so that people can see it when it comes up in searches and it's quite clear. So that looks really cool. I'm happy with that. I'm going to press the cross. So, oh no, I don't want to just, I need to save that. Hang on, apply. Okay. Oh, one more thing I just saw then. If we go on edit thumbnail here, if you just press done again and scroll down, can you see this box here that says alt text? So this is really important because this sort of describes what is in the image. So they say it's for people with visual impairments, but it also helps with your listings SEO on search engines because Google doesn't know what is in that photograph if there's not got a title. So this is where I sort of put in some of the keywords. So over here I might put in Boss Lady, digital, print, and then downloadable, print, comma, I think you have to put commas in between and spaces. I'm going to put funny, office, spell, decor. I'm going to put, what should I have, girl boss, motivational poster. So you can see the character limit here going down. So you just need to make sure that you stay within that. I can add a few more at a later date, but I'll definitely fill this box in because it helps Google determine what's in the image. So you're going to come up with people search for it. And if we scroll down, digital files, this is where I'm going to add the files that basically people are going to get once they purchase the product. So you may not have this if you're not selling digital. We'll go into physical products as well at a later date. So I'm just going to put my files on. You may not be able to see this, but I'm just adding them now. There are 5 different sizes. They're going to get all of these sizes when they download the product and they buy it. So the description, this is the important bit. This is something that I want to talk about a lot more because it's really crucial in getting found on Google when people are searching for your products. But I will add what I've written for now, and I'll give you a quick brief overview of why I've added what I have. So I've got my description ready down here. I'm just going to copy it, and then I'll show you exactly what it is that I have done. I think I'm okay within the word limit. Yep. Right, so I have got here, as you can see, a description of the product. But within that description, I have put some keywords that I found out earlier on, which I told you about, that I added in the title up here. So these are words that I know people are searching for on Etsy through this program that I use. It's called eRank. If anybody has it, you do have to pay for it, which I have got. So I am offering to help people with eRank. I have some packages on my website, or you can contact me and I can let you know exactly what I can do to help you with that. But basically, yeah, within this description, I have got words like this: downloadable print, office decor. These are words I know people are looking for. Funny office print, inspirational wall art. So it reads really well. It reads really natural. But within, I've got these important words. This is a good one: motivational poster, printable wall art. It's all in there. Okay, then I've also got a bit of information for them about the sizes, how it works when you download a digital file, some tips, and some important information. I just noticed I'm a stickler for detail. Comes from my design background, as you can imagine. So I'm just gonna sort that out. Okay. And then at the end, I've just put here, thank you for stopping by for my full range of downloadable office prints and motivational posters. Again, shoved some keywords in there. Please visit my shop here. I think that's my shop address. I'm not sure yet because I've not published it. I can always change it. I don't offer any personalisation, but if you do, you can add that here. And then you set your price. So my digital downloads, they're going to be quite cheap because it's literally, the work has been done. I just want clicks. I want people to buy them. So at the minute, I'm just going to put them in, I don't know, at £3.50. It gives you an idea here, which is new. This was never on here before, an estimated profit. So it tells you like what are your costs? You know, actually, I don't have anything with digital products now, apart from the fact that I do pay for Canva. I do pay for some other programs that I use. But, you know, on the whole, I'm not going to put anything in there as a cost. So they give you an idea of the estimated fees. That's telling me what I'm going to earn. So every time somebody clicks on it, I'm going to get that, which is really good. Quantity in stock, you can put whatever you want. I'm going to put maybe, let's be optimistic and put 50 in and hope that we can sell some. You can add a product code if you want. I'm not bothering at this stage. Can't add any variations. And then this here is really important. This is your tags and your attributes. So if you click on those little question marks, it tells you what are attributes. So here there are item details that define the characteristics of your products, so buyers can easily find your listings in search results. So they're really important because they might be putting things in like, oh, I want a blue poster for my office wall, or I want a honey flavoured candle, I don't know, whatever. But that's what you need to be putting in, okay? So primary colour here, mine is just black and white. So I'm going to put primary colour as black, secondary colour as white, doesn't really matter. The width, I'm not going to fill in because I've got a few different sizes and they're all in the product description, which I showed you earlier. Orientation, these are all vertical prints and they are unframed. And then you can put in some things about the style. So what kind of style is it? I think it's quite contemporary. There's loads of different options. Minimalist maybe, might go with that one. And the occasion, so sometimes these don't actually match anything, which is fine. You don't have to put them in, but it just helps. So like here, I can't really see anything that's sort of aimed towards business owners. So I'm going to leave that one, I think. Not really, it's not really for a celebration. Scroll down, you can see there's not much choice for me there either. And then room, you can choose what room it's going to go in. So obviously I'm going to put office. Probably that's it really. And subject. So let's have a look what we've got here. So you can select up to 3. I would say, let's have a look. Again, maybe not much here for me either. A humorous saying, absolutely. An inspirational saying, yeah. And a phrase and a saying. Yeah, I'm happy with that. And then your tags. So your tags are really, really important. These are the keywords that you want people, basically you want your products to come up for when they put those those words in. So these are the ones I've researched well for all of my prints and all of my products on Etsy for both my shops. And this is what's really important for you to get right. So in here, I've made a quick list of mine, which I've researched, and I think I have put them on here somewhere. Just put them in. Tags, tags, tags. Oh yes, just one moment. I shall grab them and be right back. Right, so I've just added my tags in here. So again, these are all the words that I've researched. And you just literally type it in this box and press add. You can add up to 13. I recommend using them all. Think about, the colours in the listing. Think about the words associated, what people might type in if they were looking for your product. Now, something really interesting to do, if you actually go on Etsy and you type in the beginning of what it is that you're searching for. So I just put in like Girl Boss, and then it tells me here that people are looking for these things. So I know that Girl Boss poster and Girl Boss print would be good ones to put in. I don't know how popular the Girl Boss print is. It might be really popular, therefore I've got not much chance of coming up, but I do know that Girl Boss poster had a high search volume and low competition, so I've put that one in. So it's just a case of finding out this information, which again, like I said, I can help you with. Just drop me a line, no problem at all. So then here, materials that you're going to use, that's where you add in everything that, is in your product. What is it that you've made it from? For me, I think I've got anything really apart from what's a digital product, so nothing. So I'm going to leave that blank. I don't think you have to add anything. We'll soon find out. Well, you can add everything in there that you use to make your product. So we've got here details, core details. We know it's an instant download. We've already filled that in. The category we know is in. Delivery, I don't have to do that with it being digital, but I will explain delivery at a later date for you. And settings, returns and exchanges. So digital items aren't eligible for returns or exchanges. Great, I don't have to worry about that. So I can it just automatically puts this in, I think. And then shop sections. So you can create shop sections here to organise your products into groups, just so that people can find them a lot easier. So I haven't got any at the moment, but I'm going to add a section just for the sake of it. I might just put like dictionary prints or something like that. I might change that, but it's just to show you. Okay, and then you can choose here, you can toggle this on and off. You can choose to feature it at the top of your shop's homepage. So I'm going to put that one on just to make it stand out a little bit. I've only got this one product on at the moment, but once you've got more on, you can choose which ones that you want people to see. And then this is a renewal option. So this is something that Etsy does to make more money off you really, but it's also to take a bit of pressure off yourself as well. So what will happen is I will basically publish this listing shortly, and it'll be on there for 4 months or until it gets sold. So if you set this to automatic, then Etsy will automatically renew your listing. It's about, 15p maybe each time that you renew it. So that doesn't do that. That's every 4 months it does it. That's only if it's not sold. Or you can select manual and you can just renew them, any that have expired yourself. It's up to you. I'm going to set it as automatic, and then I can always change that at a later date. So I'm going to press save and continue, and that takes us to the next page. Oh, and it also gives us a little preview. I'm just wondering why this is blurred. I'm hoping it's just because, yeah, it should be fine. Okay, so yeah, it takes us through to that. All right. So you can see now we're rocking and rolling. We're on the 4th one on the timeline. How are you going to get paid? The most important bit. Okay, so this is something that you're going to really want to pay attention to. Make sure that you've got all your details in there correct. So I'll just run through it quickly. Obviously, I won't fill it all in case, you all got my bank details. Well, probably not a great idea. So we're going to put in here, where's your bank located? So then you choose your country. For tax purposes, what type of seller are you? Individual. Most sellers on Etsy fall into this category. Yes, I'm a business, but not a fully fledged one yet with Her Handmade Hustle. It's still very new, so I'm going to select individual for now. And then tell us a little bit about yourself. So you can just put where you live, and then obviously just fill all this in, depending on whereabouts you are. You can scroll down, you can see your name, your date of birth, you can put your address in here, and then your bank details, the most important bit. And when you've done that, just click save and continue. So when it came to the verifying your identity stage, it's basically done with an outside company called Persona, and they just want you to verify who you are to make sure that it is you. So I used my driving license, and then it asked me to take a picture of my driving license on my phone and then upload it. And then it also asked me to do a quick selfie, which was really weird because it wanted to match up my biometrics, like my eyes and my face, and make sure it matched my driving license and the picture on there. And then it just verified it there and then, to be honest. It was really easy. I didn't have a problem with it whatsoever. So whether you're using a passport or a driving license or another form of ID, it's all listed on there. It tells you what you can use and what you can upload. So once you've done that step, it should only take a couple of minutes. Then you can move on to carrying on opening up your Etsy shop. So now we move on to the fifth stage, which we're nearly at the end of setting up the shop. This is share your billing information. So this is where you're going to put in the card that you want your Etsy fees to be paid from. So how you're going to pay your bill, as well as this one-time setup fee to open your shop, which they've now introduced to £14. So you want to add all your details in here. And it also tells you here that you get 15p listing fee, and it says for one listing because you have to put one on to set the shop up. So obviously the more that you add, the more that this will accumulate, but it's really not a lot in the grand scheme of things, especially if you are selling daily, which is great. So I'm going to enter my information in here now, and then I will just pause it and bring you back to the next stage. Right, and then the last page on the timeline, your shop security. So this says keep your shop extra safe, and it asks you to turn on a two-factor authentication. You may have seen this before. Basically, it's when someone tries to sign in to your account and hack you, then basically you'll get a text or an email to ask if it's you that's trying to sign in. So it's just like an extra level of security. It's always good to do. It's always good to have. They're saying here to use an authenticator app, which I'm not quite sure what that is, but I'm going to just do it via SMS. You can choose here. I might change it later on, but just for now, I'm going to say SMS. So I'm going to press continue. Okay, so it just brings up this page which says it's now protected. You can turn it off at any time in security settings if it's getting on your nerves or whatever. It gives you some backup codes. Keep these codes in a safe place. You'll need them to sign into your Etsy account if you ever lose access to the device that you set it up with, which hopefully that won't happen. So I've just copied these codes and I've put them on my computer. I mean, hopefully I'll never need them. I've never needed them the whole time that I've had Etsy in 14 years. So hopefully it'll be okay. And then we just simply press open your shop. Do you want to receive tips and updates for our shop? Why not? Okay, continue to your shop. All right, so then this is what it looks like. Again, this is all new to me. It was never this fancy when I first started Vintage Tree many years ago. All right, but it looks like we are open. So let's have a look. Hooray, Her Handmade Hustle is open for business. We can't wait for shoppers to fall in love. And that's it. You are online with your Etsy shop. I really hope that helped you and took away some of the fears that may be surrounding starting up an Etsy shop. Opening up is the first step. Obviously, we can now look at adding listings. We can look at how to respond to messages when you get them. We'll look at fees and the breakdown. The day-to-day tools that are on there, I'm going to go through each one with you and explain exactly what they are, just to help you on this journey. Because at the end of the day, we're all here to make some money. We want to sell our work. That's what we want to do. So that is the aim of these videos, to help you do exactly that. So well done, you've done it. If there's anything that you need extra help with, you can email me. My name is Joanne, but it's herhandmadehustle@gmail.com. Or you can visit my website, herhandmadehustle.co.uk, and there's a list of all my services on there. So if you need help with anything whatsoever in a lot more detail for you and your business, then please do get in touch, because I would love to help you. Let me know how you got on with your shop. Drop a comment below. Leave a link to your Etsy store. I'll have a look. I'd love to see it. And thanks so much for watching. Please do subscribe so you'll know when my next video goes live. Take care. Bye.